welcome back to L&L Honeycomb Homestead. Today I will be putting in my grapes and my raspberry trees. Yes, I said I was going to do it in the other video, but it just got too cold for me. Today is going to get up to 68 degrees and I'm so super excited about it. And so, yeah, let's get the planting with these fruit trees, okay? As you know, I'm in my greenhouse. It's a lot warmer in here. It feels good in here. You know I love my heat. So what I'm in here doing is getting them prepared. Now, I did some research as far as how I can grow them in containers, and I'll show you in just a few minutes what these containers look like. And you can grow your fruit in containers if you don't want to dig up your yard, okay? And that's what I'm doing. I'm putting them in pots. So when I get out here on the homestead, I'll have me some fruit trees and stuff like that all ready to go and have put in the ground when it's time for that time. That's what I do. I plan way ahead since I know about this homestead. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I read the instructions on it. It told me to take everything out the plant, fill some water up, and let those roots sit in that water for a couple of hours, no more than that, or you'll have root rot. And then we'll go to the next step. So I'm going to show you the first thing I'm going to do. One thing that's good about the greenhouse, I have my water hose, and since I don't have one back here, as far as the hookup valve is in the front yard, I connected hoses to come to my backyard, and I can have it where I can wheel it all around the yard if I like to, because I had connected a whole bunch of hoses together. So I brought this hose indoors. So this is the type of jug or container that I am planting them in. Y'all seen these at Walmart, and they're not expensive either, but I can plant them in this right here. It gives it enough space and stuff like that. So I will be filling this with water, and then I'm going to show you the next step from that, okay? As you can see, I fill the water just a little bit above, about right here on this, close to this line somewhere, right above that line. And so now I'm going to unpackage my raspberries, and that way you can see the whole procedure. I'm following the instructions, and I also looked at a video as well to show what I need to do to pot these up so they can live. And that's what our goal is, to have them to live. And I'll show you a prime example because I did one with a pear tree. Was it last year? Or the close to the ending of the year not last year, year before last, close to the end of the year. And I'll show you how well that turned out as well, close towards the end of the video, okay? So this is the pear tree that I was telling y'all about, that like I did with the other fruit trees that are inside of the greenhouse. As you see, there's a lot of bulbs coming up on it, but it was small just like the others. And this also came from Walmart. You see the bulbs? And there's some, yeah, on the top it has a lot of good bulbs on it as well. So I'm gonna put something else here to help it stand up, a little bit more trellising on it, but I did the same thing with this one as well. And this came from Walmart as well too. And as a matter of fact, if y'all want to know what type of pear tree it is, it's called the pineapple pear. And they were getting rid of these, and these were like $12. And they were small. It was small just like the grape and the raspberry tree as well. All right. Back to the video. And the instructions is telling me that I need to take off this bag and place the the soil and something into a pan. So I have one of these pans here, and I'm going to be placing that in there so that way that can be part of the backfill of what I have already in the pot that I have made up for this procedure. Okay, so yeah. man, that was something else, taking it off that package. Okay, so what you're gonna do is set them in the water. You want to try to get the roots and stuff kind of loosened up in here, and you want to let it sit in here for at least a couple of hours, no longer than that. That way it can get adjusted and everything on that, and we'll be back for that. Okay, while we're waiting on the roots to be soaking within that 2 hours, I decided to go ahead and get 2 more of these pots and fill them up with some soil and some compost, and then I will be putting some compost in here as well. So I took some of these bags that I had gotten from the dollar store, and now I'm just mixing everything up that I have around here that's organic to go with the fruit trees. So I'm going to finish that on off, and then by that time it'll be ready for me to go ahead and plant the fruits. And if you have a tomato trellis, since these will be growing up on them, I will be having those as well sitting in the center, so the plant in the center, and having these for a a bracket or brace, so that way they won't be leaning over or anything like that, and you just stick that down off in the container. So that's what it'll look like. So I will be taking this out of here so I can finish going and putting these off inside the container. Okay, now. Okay, y'all, so this is the finishing. I had did all the composting, fertilizing the soil, and all the goodness that it needs. And this is the grape, and this is the raspberry. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave them in here since it's the right temperature for it before I take it out, you know, because I don't want it to freeze or anything like that. But these are the containers that you can grow them in. And like I said, I put the tomato trellises in here so that way it can have something to climb and that it won't flip over or bend or anything like that. It's got a good brace system going on with it. And so if you're thinking about wanting to get fruit and put them in containers and not dig up your yard, this is the way to go. And I'm going to make sure I have enough of them, because I'm going to get more and more, so that way when we get out to the homestead, I'll have a good supply of fruits. Until then, thank you for coming to L&L Honeycomb Homestead, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.